What's up, guys? It's your boy Paul Beezy here, back with another video. And today, EA Sports Madden Mobile Division came out with a live stream this morning, releasing some gameplay footage, talking about some of the schemes for the upcoming release of Madden 20. So I watched the stream, listened to what they had to say, looked at some of the new features, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a view of some of this gameplay, as well as some of my thoughts on this stuff. So, we're going to hop in, check out some gameplays, check out some of the new options and new things for different schemes. But we will hop right in, guys, and we'll go over it together. So here we are, guys. This is showing the vertical scheme. So we're going to see it's all new playbook. And what's cool is there's going to, like I said, there's going to be scheme-dependent options here. This here, as you can see, you're able to throw the ball like you will be able to do back shoulder throws, over the top throws, underneath throws, to the sideline throws. So if you watch the main receiver here, as you're throwing the ball to him, you can swipe to the right if you want it to, if say the defender is on the inside and you want to keep the ball away from the defender, then you can throw it to the right side of your receiver. You know what I mean? There is, as you can see, there's the directional arrows around those guys. As we watch this next play, you're going to see the receiver. I've zoomed in on it, and you'll be able to see the directional arrows. So watch this here. There's the directional arrows, and as you can see, he hit to the outside corner because he wanted to hit him as a back shoulder to the corner of the end zone. So that is something that's pretty cool, man. They're given, like I said, something for each different scheme. The engine looks pretty similar, graphics look pretty similar, and I was happy with those this year. So that should be cool. All new plays. It looks like not everything's 100% new, because I did just see corner cross, which was a play from last year as well. But there's definitely going to be a lot of new plays to explore as well. So they said that they did have the right to tune this up and down depending on game mode. So, in LVL, you're not just super OP throwing to the outside on routes that your cornerback is playing inside coverage and it's just like an easy touchdown every time. So that will be nice, simply because, if there is something to exploit, people will definitely exploit it. They will find out how and use it to their advantage. So vertical mode looks pretty cool so far. I did run my team vertical through the beginning of last year all the way through for overdrive mode, and then switched completely over to a West Coast team because I always use West Coast for LVL, but I did switch my team all the way to West Coast 2 about 2/3 of the way through. So now we're going to look here at the spread scheme, and remember there's a lot of run pass option now. So check this out, see how he can pitch the ball. As you can see, there's going to be a defender when you, from the way I understand this, there's going to be a defender when you snap the ball, okay, if you pick an option play. And if he comes at the quarterback, then you need to toss it. If he comes at the running back, then you're just going to keep running. So here he's going at the running back, so you're going to keep going with the quarterback. At that point, it allows you to make a choice like a quarterback would in a run pass option. So there's the run pass option, there's the triple option. So check this out, guys. There's two defenders here. He's got to avoid both. So one's coming at the running back, and so he made the right read there. Now he gets a block. Got Lamar Jackson here. So this is pretty cool. Definitely something different for spread. It's definitely going to take a little bit getting used to, but it could be very, very dangerous if you know what you're doing. So watch this here. He goes at the running back, and that wasn't the right read, but he did make a nice move there. So this is going to be very interesting. Like I said, if you can master this pretty quick here, it's going to be nasty. So let's watch this one here. See the P defender. Now he's going to go at the running back, so he just keeps it with the quarterback. If he had come at the running back, then the move would be to pass it, toss it. Did you see that juke, though? That juke was pretty dirty right there, so that was pretty nasty. Some of the jukes are a little bit smoother here, which is pretty nice. Now watch the R defender. He's coming at the running back, so he's going to keep it. Quarterback's going to keep it there. Another thing, guys, fumbles will be back into the game. They turned them off in about December. They had admitted that they had completely turned them off because of the issues that were there. But they will be back into the game as long as they can control it. And it's not like last year where we were getting them on 2 out of 3 LVL drives. but fumbles will be back. So watch, see that, how the defender went at the quarterback, so he made the toss right in time. He had a blocker in front of him, and that was an easy touchdown. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm pretty stoked about that. Didn't get the ball out quite in time there, but the read would have been to make the toss there. So watch this one here. He comes right at the running back, but he does get away. The read really there would have been to keep it with the quarterback, but it's just something that's cool. Post-snap ability to be able to change the play depending on the defensive coverage you see. So as you saw, that one worked out perfectly. So the game is getting a little bit more, a little bit more able to, change things post-snap and more user-friendly, I think. So that's cool. It's getting a little bit more towards console, which, is their big money maker. And if I would be happy it's like that. So here we're looking at West Coast now, guys. So as you can see, you are going to be able to change the direction of hot routes, okay? So as you can see, that guy came across the middle. You will be able to move. So for example, if I'm understanding this correctly, if your route is going up straight and there's a defender on him, then you can cut to the right, you can cut to the left. So you can create a hot route and cut it to the inside of the zone. So as you watch a receiver here, he cuts it and then he pushes to the right and it turns it to an out route. So that is going to be awesome. That is called playmaker mode. That is going to be awesome, but as I had said earlier, they said that they will be able to tone it down a little bit depending on game mode. Hopefully that is not something that you can just seriously exploit in LVL, where you have the perfect coverage and someone can just take the hot route and move it to the side of the field where the defenders are not there and make it just a really easy touchdown or first down. So let's hope that that's not like that. And like I was saying, they did say they could tone it down. But this is very interesting. West Coast is most likely what I will be running next year. I really loved the West Coast playbook this last year for LVL, and that is mainly what I'm playing the game for, is the competitive LVL scene. So I am sure West Coast will be what I start with. But as you can see, guys, you have the directional arrows underneath the defender there, or underneath the wide receiver there, and you can cut it what direction you'd like. So here, this is more of a live event, but this is showing the Smash Mouth. So as you can see right over the button to the right there is a button that loads up with a green bar, and it is allowing you to break tackles. So every time you break tackles, it will take a chunk off of that bar, but the bar fills up as you gain yardage. So if you are on a 30-yard run, that bar will fill up and you will be able to keep on going and possibly break more tackles. It only fills up if you are going to be, gaining yardage. So something that's interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of Smash Mouth because I want more of a well-rounded playbook, but it's definitely something I will mess around with just to see what happens when the new game comes out. It will be very interesting. So that's something there. I'm not 100% sure if I'm understanding it really correctly, but just something to help you break tackles. So as you can see here, guys, another thing I want to show you is as you look at the skill move button, you can push it to or swipe it to a different way to do a juke, a spin, a hurdle. Because now, before, the main complaint in the past was we could push the skill button, and when we wanted to spin, it would juke, or when we wanted to juke, it would stiff arm, or when we wanted to stiff arm, it would spin. So now they are trying right now to add an element to the game, as you can see right around the skill move button, that should be able to make it so you can spin on command, juke on command, and hurdle on command, which will be nice, because when I'm running down the field and I got one defender to beat, I would love to be able to hit that spin button and see if I can make something work, instead of hitting that spin button and me tucking the ball so I don't fumble. You know what I mean? That was one thing that frustrated me, but it looks like they are trying to work that in. So very interesting, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on in this new game. They're releasing little bits of info every now and here and there, so this should be very interesting. There's a little bit of my takes on it. I'm excited for next year. What do you guys think? I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Paul Beezy's out.